In the peaceful village of Umuokoro, everyone knew Nneoma. She was not known for kindness or generosity. Instead, she was famous for gossip, rumors, and creating problems among neighbors. Whenever people gathered to talk, Nneoma would find a way to twist their words and spread stories that were not true. Over the years, many friendships were damaged because of her actions. One morning at the busy village market, Nneoma saw Adaku arranging vegetables at her stall. A smirk appeared on her face. "Look at Adaku pretending to be important," she said loudly. Adaku sighed. "Nneoma, why do you always speak badly about others?" "If you don't like the truth, that's your problem," Nneoma replied. The villagers shook their heads and walked away. They were tired of her behavior. A few weeks later, a new woman arrived in Umuokoro. Her name was Obiageli. She was calm, wise, and respected. The villagers welcomed her warmly, and before long, she became friends with many people. Nneoma did not like the attention Obiageli was receiving. Soon, she began spreading rumors. "Did you hear?" Nneoma whispered to several villagers. Obiageli was chased away from her former village. The story spread quickly. When Obiageli heard the rumor, she remained calm. She did not argue or become angry. Instead, she waited. A few days later, the entire village gathered at the square for an important meeting. Obiageli stood before everyone and looked directly at Nneoma. "I heard you have been telling people that I was chased from my former village," she said. Nneoma folded her arms. "That's what people are saying." Obiageli nodded. "Which people?" Nneoma hesitated. The crowd became silent. "Tell us their names," Obiageli continued. Nneoma opened her mouth, but no words came out. She had been caught. At that moment, Chief Chukwuebuka stepped forward. The respected elder looked around the gathering before speaking. "Nneoma, for years you have caused trouble in this village. Your gossip has created quarrels among neighbors and families." Many villagers agreed. "You are right, Chief," one man said. "She has hurt many people," another added. For the first time in her life, Nneoma realized that nobody supported her actions. She lowered her head in shame. Tears filled her eyes. "I am sorry," she said softly. "I never realized how much pain I caused." Obiageli smiled gently. It is never too late to change. Those words touched Nneoma's heart. From that day forward, she stopped spreading rumors. Instead, she used her time to help others and repair the relationships she had damaged. Slowly, the villagers began to trust her again. The woman who once brought division to Umuokoro became a symbol of peace and unity. And so, Nneoma finally met her match. Not through anger or fighting, but through truth, wisdom, and accountability. Sometimes, the greatest lesson comes when we are forced to face the consequences of our own actions. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring African village stories and life lessons.